The story begins in a beautiful village in Germany where everyone is busy with their work. We then see a doctor named David who treats the people of that village. Two young men, Fredko and Marco, also work with David. They bring medicines for him from afar. At the same time, a sorceress and herbal doctor from the town, Maria, comes to David to collect some medicine. We also see Maria's son Max, who really likes Lisa. Lisa is actually the daughter of a woodcutter who works with Dr. David, so that one day she can become a good doctor herself. But Max has never had the courage to tell Lisa how he feels. His mother Maria knows everything and always encourages her son, saying, "One day she will fall in love with you." Meanwhile, when the doctor goes inside to get medicines and opens a cupboard, we see a djinn trapped in a bottle inside the cupboard. The djinn tells the doctor, "You have kept me locked in this bottle for 20 years. Free me. I promise I will not harm anyone, and I will go far away from this town." But David does not agree, because he knows that if he releases the djinn, it will go back to its old master and oppress the villagers again. The doctor also says, "For someone cruel like you, this is your punishment to stay locked inside the bottle forever." Outside, the doctor's assistants, Fredko and Marco, give Lisa a note along with the medicines to deliver to the doctor. Lisa takes the note to David. Then Fredko and Marco also give Maria some herbs for treatment. Maria is very happy when she sees them, and in return she gives them a small flower. Seeing this, Fredko and Marco are a bit disappointed, so Maria uses her magical power to turn that little flower into a gold coin. Seeing this, Fredko and Marco happily leave. On the other hand, when Lisa gives David the letter, we learn that the letter was sent by Lisa's father, asking David to make his daughter a good doctor. So David takes a book from the cupboard and gives it to Lisa so she can learn to be a good doctor. But he forgets to close the cupboard. When Lisa begins to read the book, she hears a strange sound coming from the cupboard and quietly opens it, where she then sees that same evil djinn. Seeing this, Lisa gets scared, but the djinn says, "Don't be afraid. I won't harm you. Free me and I'll fulfill all your wishes." Hearing this, Lisa becomes nervous and doesn't know what to do. She tries to close the cupboard, but the djinn calls out to her again. Lisa gathers a little courage, takes the bottle out of the cupboard, and looks at it. But just then, David comes there and angrily shouts at Lisa. Because of the sudden shock, the bottle slips from Lisa's hands, falls to the ground, and it breaks, freeing the djinn. Seeing this, David quickly picks up the another bottle and orders the djinn to go back inside. But the djinn laughs and says, "Did you really think I'm foolish enough to go back in? After 20 years, I'm finally free. Now I'm going to my old master, Vladimir. I only follow his command." Saying this, the djinn flies away and spreads fear throughout the entire town, causing chaos and panic everywhere. Inside, David yells at Lisa, saying, "Now this djinn will attack the town and torture people on his master's orders, and it's all your fault." But Lisa is shocked and doesn't understand what terrible things she's done. Meanwhile, the djinn reaches a secret door deep inside the forest. He places his hand on it, the door opens, and he walks through several passages until he reaches an old mansion. There he calls out the name of his old master, Vladimir. At first, Vladimir doesn't recognize him, but when the djinn tells him everything, how he was finally set free, Vladimir becomes very happy and says, "20 years ago, that doctor locked you away. I've been hiding in this forest ever since to escape him, but now together we'll take our revenge." Then Vladimir tells the djinn to bring him back to his true form. The djinn waves his hand, and Vladimir's appearance changes completely. His clothes and looks transformed back to what they once were. Then Vladimir says to the djinn, "It's been a long time since I've had a good meal. Bring me something delicious to eat." So the djinn uses his powers and brings lots of tasty food for Vladimir. Meanwhile, after the djinn escapes, the people of the town become very angry with Dr. David. Everyone says, "Because of David, that evil djinn has been set free, and now all our lives are in danger." Seeing this, Lisa steps forward and says to everyone, "This was my fault, not the doctor's. The djinn was released because of my carelessness." So everyone then realizes that David was not at fault. It was because of Lisa's mistake that the djinn was released. So they all hold Lisa responsible for it. Later, we learn about the djinn's past. He once served a kind master, but after that master's death, Vladimir became his new master. Vladimir was cruel and evil by nature. He used the djinn to do terrible things, capturing villagers, forcing them to work as slaves, and taking all their wealth, crops, and gold with the djinn's help. Because the djinn had one special trait, he only obeyed his master. No one else's words mattered to him. For him, his master's command was the only law. Then everyone present decides that the djinn must be captured. Otherwise, he will never let anyone in the village live in peace. But the big question is, who will go to catch him? Because everyone is too scared. No one steps forward. At that moment, Lisa says, "Since the djinn was freed because of my mistake, it's my responsibility to capture him again. I'll go and trap him." Seeing Lisa's courage, Max also steps forward and says, "I'll come with you." Together we'll catch him. On the other side, Vladimir orders the djinn, "Go and capture some people from the town. I will make them my slaves and put them to work." Following his command, the djinn goes into the town, forcibly captures many people. Meanwhile, Lisa and Max make a plan to catch the djinn. At that time, Maria tells them some important things about the djinn. She says the djinn obeys no one except his master, and if he does not get proper sleep, his magical power becomes weak. After that, Maria gives Max a special amulet that contains a kind of liquid something that will help him in a difficult moment. Then Dr. David gives Lisa a special chemical. If it touches Vladimir's body, it will turn him into a golden statue. After that, Lisa and Max leave together and head toward the djinn's hideout, following their plan. Meanwhile, the djinn is taking all the captured people through the forest to Vladimir. But then Lisa and Max hear their voices coming from deep in the woods, so they cleverly blend in with the group of prisoners walking with the djinn. But suddenly the djinn makes everyone stand in a line and starts checking them one by one. On the other side, Maria uses her magical powers to create a special idol through which she can see and track every step Lisa and Max take. While the djinn was checking everyone, he recognized Lisa and Max. He said, "Lisa, did you really think I wouldn't see through your trick? Tell me now, what do you want? If you don't tell the truth, I'll turn both of you into stone." Hearing this, Lisa lied convincingly and said, "I want to serve a great man like Vladimir. I want to be his maid and help him. That's why I was following you." Then Max shows the djinn a card and says, "I've come to play chess with Vladimir. I heard he is a great player. But the evil djinn is very smart. He doesn't believe them." With no other choice, Lisa and Max took the special herbs Maria had given them. As soon as they eat them, they suddenly become invisible and vanish, hoping to reach Vladimir's place secretly. But the djinn reacted quickly. He used his power to form a sword and began striking at them. But because they were invisible, he could not hit them. Furious, he noticed drops of blood on the ground leading toward the secret door. Following the blood trail, the djinn hurried away. But he didn't find Lisa or Max because they had hidden before he arrived. Djinn then took all the captured people and led them through a different secret door toward Vladimir. Lisa and Max saw him go and decided to follow. But soon Max realizes he's been injured when the djinn swung his sword earlier. It had cut him. Seeing this, Lisa becomes very worried. Meanwhile, Maria and Dr. David are watching every move of Lisa and Max through the magical idol they created. Suddenly, when Lisa and Max disappear, the idols also go blank. Maria and David can no longer see them and are confused about where they have gone. During this time, Max's condition slowly worsens. Lisa is completely unsure what to do. Meanwhile, the evil djinn, following Vladimir's orders, forces the captured people to do all kinds of hard work and gives them no comforts, not even water. While Lisa is desperately searching for a way out, she gets lucky and finds some bones of dead people nearby. She quickly fits a piece of bone into a secret door, and the door opens by itself, and she and Max go inside. But Max cannot walk properly, so Lisa decides to stay in the forest that night and gives Max some medicine so his wounds can start to heal. As night falls, Vladimir orders the djinn to make his dog invisible with magic and send it around to see if anyone is nearby. At first, the djinn says that no one would come this late at night, and even if someone did, he could easily catch them with his powers. But Vladimir doesn't listen, so the djinn uses his magic to make the dog invisible and sends it out to patrol the area. The dog goes straight into the forest and finds Lisa and Max. When Lisa sees the dog, she gets scared at first, but Max tells her that maybe the dog is just hungry. Lisa bravely offers the dog some food, and after eating, the dog quietly walks away. After this incident, Lisa begins to feel warm feelings for Max and slowly starts to like him. But Vladimir's suspicion does not go away. He is sure David and Maria will stop his plans. So he tells the djinn to make him invisible and send him to Maria so he can see what she is doing. The djinn disguises Vladimir as a poor beggar and brings him to Maria. When Vladimir arrives, he sees Maria preparing a secret liquid that could be used to bring the evil djinn back under control. Vladimir pretends to be a merchant, claiming his carriage broke nearby and that his legs are injured. He says he heard Maria is a famous herbal doctor, so he came to her. Maria quickly goes inside to get medicine for him. While she's gone, Vladimir pours other herbs into that special liquid and spoils it, then leaves. When Maria returns with the medicine, she sees no one outside, but she grows suspicious. She wonders if the old man was really Vladimir and whether this was his trick. Meanwhile, Vladimir angrily scolds the djinn for not watching carefully. He orders the djinn to return him to his original form, but the djinn's power is weaker this time because he hasn't slept for days. The djinn tells tells his master that he needs sleep. Without rest, his magic won't turn. He tries to sleep and tells Vladimir he will restore him to his old form the next morning. The next morning, Max's condition in the forest becomes even worse. Lisa remembers that Maria had earlier put an amulet with a special liquid around Max's neck. She quickly takes out that liquid and gives it to Max. Slowly, he recovers. Overjoyed, they hug each other. Meanwhile, when Maria uses her magic on the idols she created, she realizes everything the old man who came yesterday was actually Vladimir, and it was all his doing. Just then, she hears the sounds of people shouting outside. She rushes out and sees the djinn in the city again, snatching people's money and wealth and capturing more people to take away. Meanwhile, Lisa and Max keep searching through the forest until they finally reach Vladimir's mansion. They quietly hide behind a carriage parked nearby. Just then, the djinn arrives with all the treasure and the captured people. Vladimir says he only wants the wealth, he doesn't need the people anymore. He orders the djinn to turn them into stone. The djinn hesitates and replies, "Master, I didn't sleep properly last night. Turning humans into stone takes great power. If I do it now, I'll lose all my remaining strength until I rest again." But Vladimir refuses to listen. He yells, "I gave you an order, do it!" Forced by his master's order, the djinn turns the people into stone. At that moment, Vladimir hears Max's voice and immediately grows suspicious. He tells the djinn, "Someone's following us. Find them at once." The djinn uses his fading power one more time and makes the carriage vanish, revealing Lisa and Max hiding behind it. Seeing them, Vladimir becomes furious and shouts, "How dare you come here? Do you have any idea what you've done?" Lisa tries to explain that she only came to serve him and has no intention of causing any harm. Meanwhile, back in the village, Maria and David prepare a magical bottle using a special liquid. This bottle is meant to trap the djinn forever. Using her magic, Maria makes the bottle invisible and places it carefully in Max's hand. When Vladimir sees this, he becomes furious and orders the djinn to turn Lisa and Max into stone. The djinn tries with all his strength, but this time he cannot turn them to stone. He admits, "I have no power left. To regain my magic, I must first rest." Taking advantage of the moment, Lisa slowly approaches Vladimir and shows him that she has come to serve, not to harm him. Then, cleverly, Lisa applies the special liquid David had given her to Vladimir's forehead. Instantly, Vladimir is transformed into a golden statue. After that, Max shows the magical bottle given by Maria to the djinn and tells him to go inside it. At first, the djinn refuses, but Max explains that he no longer has a master, and without a master, he has no power. Going into the bottle is now the best option for him. Finally, the djinn enters the bottle, and Max quickly closes the lid. Within minutes, all the people who had been turned into stone by the djinn return to their original form. Everyone then brings the djinn and Vladimir's golden statue to the city, where Maria and David are overjoyed to see them. Then Maria announces the wedding of Lisa and Max, and both of them happily agree to marry each other. So friends, how did you like today's fantasy adventure story? Be sure to comment and let us know. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to like the video and subscribe.